Today, microtransactions in Gran Turismo 7 are getting decidedly less micro. This is CheckPoint. Welcome to CheckPoint, where I'm realizing I don't have nearly enough points in vigor or endurance.
Is this more Elden Ring?
No. Microsoft is no stranger to licensed tie-in merchandise, and the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie is no exception. So the company is giving away one special edition Xbox Series S, complete with its own pair of furry controllers. And I know what you're thinking, why did they get special controllers? No. Inspired by Sonic and Knuckles respectively, the controllers are, themselves, furry. And I didn't think I'd ever say something quite so serial killy, but I'd much rather controllers made of naked skin, like a Sphinx cat, than this. To say nothing of finger grime, they're red and blue currently, but how long until they're both just orange from all the Cheeto dust?
As Canadians, we're accustomed to receiving the short end of the stick. Smaller population in a giant-ass country, so everything costs a lot more, including internet and cellular service. Sure, universal healthcare is nice, but sometimes we have a hankering to feel just a little more special than everyone else in the known universe, and also people outside of Toronto. Thus, I present you with one of the rarest Nintendo 3DS games ever produced, Barbie, Groom, and Glam Pups. What makes it rare, you ask? It was only ever released in Canada and Europe and Australia, but we were the only country in North America that was deemed worthy enough to express this upon the market. How rare is this game? Well, a 3DS game collector named Galdius just paid $1,600 at auction for a copy. In fact, the European and Australian editions are easier to come by and therefore cheaper, meaning that we, as Canadians, can hold this tiny box aloft and shout, "This can only be found here in our home and native land." And we, as Canadians, can be proud that the box contains both English and French. For example, habiller ton chien avec super tenue, which means teach your dog cool tricks, and apprendre à ton chien des charmants numéros, which means dress your pup in fun outfits, and also défiler ton chien sur le podium, which I'm pretty sure isn't legal in Canada. Indeed, the only indignity we suffer is that, despite being available only in Canada, the cartridge ID is still stamped with a fucking USA! And you might ask some questions, such as, is this game even any good? How does it compare to other entries in the Barbie milieu? Or how much is that in Norwegian kroner? I don't care. I'm enjoying some patriotism. Please go listen to Graham.
Thanks. I know that for some people, the Gran Turismo series is that part of a PlayStation showcase where you go, those are some nice-looking cars, I don't care. But for others, it's one of the best-selling game series of all time, shipping over 85 million units globally from Gran Turismo 1 through 2017's Gran Turismo 6. So suffice to say, many people care a tremendous amount when it comes to the newest entry in the series, the reasonably named Gran Turismo 7. The issue being that developer Polyphony, and possibly more so publisher Sony, are not content to merely release the next preposterously well-selling iteration of the franchise, but instead they had to make the microtransactions much, much worse. You can grind to earn credits through play, but it's tedious and obviously meant to steer players, no pun intended, towards just buying the credits with Earth money. And how much could that even cost on top of the regular full price cost of the game? Website GT Planet calculates that to buy a 20 million credit car, of which there are several in the game, you'd need to spend 214 American dollars, and that's Star Citizen spaceship money. Series producer Kazunori Yamauchi said in a blog post, quote, "In GT7, I would like to have users enjoy lots of cars and races even without microtransactions," seemingly forgetting that he could make that happen. Instead continuing, quote, "At the same time, the pricing of cars is an important element that conveys their value and rarity, so I do think it's important for it to be linked with their real-world prices." And I mean, hot take, no, it doesn't. This statement, by the way, was posted in response to update 1.07, which made the game pay out even fewer credits per race, in some cases slashing payouts by half, presumably in an effort to further push players towards ponying up their real dollars. To the shock of literally no one, this has had the opposite effect, with players now using a frankly brilliant exploit to run the game on their PS4 or PS5 via Sony's Remote Play integration to control it from their PCs, running a script and AFK credit farm, leaving their PCs to earn Gran Turismo credits, apparently to the tune of 15 million per day, while they go about their lives, going to work, getting coffee with friends, review bombing GT7 on Metacritic, so it's now Sony's lowest player-rated game ever. Everyday stuff. Of course, this system does need a console and a PC both running constantly to generate these credits. Oh my god, it's crypto.
Check it out. It's time again for Sexpoint, the recurring segment where I take you through all the sexiest gaming news the internet has to offer. This week, we focus on butts. Butts are so sexy, and they should be the focus of more games. So here's a game with a focus on butts. Bare butt boxing is all about boxing with your butt out. How lascivious. And not only your butt, but the butts of up to 5 other people. A veritable orgy of butt violence. Developers Tuatara Games are also known for their visual effects work on Valorant and Fortnite. So as you can imagine, they spent a lot of time making the game, and those shiny, round, delicious pieces of ass look great. All we've seen so far is the trailer, which promises gang beast-style mayhem and also bare butts, hence the name, and also butts are lewd. WAP!
I thought we weren't ever doing Sexpoint again.
You saw the YouTube comments last time?
Not willingly, but yes.
I'm just giving people what they want.
People want lots of things. It doesn't all have to come from us.
Yes, LoadingReadyRun is notorious for its laser-focused approach to content creation.
Listen here, you little shit.
Coming up, public service announcement. If you play Ooblets, please do not put any beach balls up for sale. There is a serious bug affecting beach balls, and the developers may have to implement anti-beach ball code. More on this as it develops. The devs at Ooblets were very concerned about, oh no, something wrong with the beach balls. Oh man, I might have to write some anti-beach ball code. They were very like...
They tweeted, they're like, please no one put beach balls up for sale, which is obviously, it's like, don't think of an elephant. So
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's presumably not catastrophic.
No, I don't even play Ooblets. So.
No. I would like, in defense of our status as Canadians, to make it clear that Beej knows that...
I do understand a bit of French when I read it.
Yeah. The thing about the Barbie, what was it, Groom and Glam Pups?
You got it.
Okay, cool. They transposed some of those French captions. So in the story, when Beej is like, this thing in French, which means this, that's not what it means.
Nope.
That's the English caption that they paired that French caption with,
Yeah.
but 2 of them are backwards.
It's interesting in that the developer is from California.
Are they?
So I don't know if they paid attention to what was going on in the box art.
I don't.
If they were responsible for it at all. So
I guess it's just a clerical error about how you'd mess that up.
though also largely, I mean, that's the cornflakes box problem, right? Like it's like I'm going to learn French as a Canadian by reading the cornflakes box.
Right.
You know, that whole like, oh, flûte de mai. There's an old thing on Just for Laughs. I can't remember the comedian who did it, but it's like this is how they learn French. And so that thing, it's like, well, if you only read French and you don't understand English, you'll have no idea that those 2 things were swapped.
Yeah.
And vice versa, if you only read English and not French, obviously. So it's like, but when you know a bit of both, you'll be like, that's incorrect. But it doesn't matter because the pictures also have nothing to do with anything anyway.
Yeah. Very strange. Also strange, Kathleen had talked about how she wanted to do a story because it's the 25th anniversary of Persona.
That's not terribly strange per se.
No, that itself is not strange. But we've had the lead was basically going to be, we had the year of Mario and then the year of Luigi,
yes.
and it's the year of Persona, right? Atlas said that the year of Persona started in September and is going until fall 2022, and look forward to to, lots of fun announcements throughout the year.
Okay. So it is technically...
It's March 24th.
Oh.
Siri, go away. There have been none announcements
throughout this year.
Throughout the year of Persona 25th so far. Basically, there's some wallpapers, like cell phone wallpapers.
Right.
And there's some merchandise. Like you can get a pair of Persona 25 women's athletic shorts, if you so desire. That's it. So Nintendo doesn't have exclusivity on really underwhelming years of.
Do they have like a Jack Frost on the ass or whatever?
No, but you can. This is
separate.
Who
on them? Or?
No, separate from that. You can get a pair of like sweatpants or joggers or something with Jack and King Frost, like an alternate Jack and King Frost tessellated pattern.
I see.
On them that look pretty cool, but that's not a Persona 25 thing. That's just a thing Atlus sells.
Right. Okay. So, year of Mario, year of Luigi, but we're not going to have a year of beloved character Doug Persona. No.
You can get pillows. Not body pillows.
Great.
Just throw pillows. Oh. You get reversible throw pillows.
Because there are some horny characters in the Persona series.
Yeah, but no. If the Catherine merchandise is what you want if you're interested in that sort of realm of things. Again, not Persona 25,
but definitely Sexpoint.
Yeah, but we were as Kathleen was like, oh, it's the 25th anniversary of Persona, and they have it's Persona year. They've said, great, I'll do a story about it, and then she went to start writing last night. It was like, wow, there's nothing here. This is not a story.
The year of Luigi, I think, also started in March or in April, and it ended the next April anyway. Like they kind of tied it to the Japanese school year or something. So maybe that's what Atlus is waiting for their fiscal year to line up or some. I don't know. I largely also am uninterested in that. And so maybe there'll be more news. There's always more news.
Yeah, you can get.
It's the curse of checkpoints.
Pillows, masks, a water bottle, phone cases, coasters.
You can get all that shit in our store.
Do we sell coasters?
No, we don't even sell phone cases.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe we should...
I don't want to sell phone cases.
Atlus
change every year.
Atlus sells a surprising number of coasters. Is this something we should look into, or is it just... Are they weird? Are we missing out on the hot gaming coaster market?
I mean, we receive coasters from our fans like they're trying to tell us something.
Yeah. That's.